Alright, I want to tell you guys a story. Let's say you want to become a chef. And to become a chef, you gotta follow a chef, right? And you're with the chef there, and the chef says, okay, let's go back in the kitchen. You say, oh, wait a minute, I need to go to the bathroom. Okay? So you're outside, he or she goes to the bathroom, and you're like, I didn't hear the sink running. I don't think they wash their hands. And the chef says, okay, let's go ahead and cut some carrots and get the food ready. And what are you thinking? That is gross. And then the chef makes the food and brings it out to the guests. And what are you thinking the whole time? I am not eating that. Right? You're like, those germs from the bathroom probably touched everything, carrots, knives, the whole kitchen, touched the door, and has now touched the food where the guests can get sick. Yes? That's a bad situation. Hopefully they would just clean it up, clear up those germs. Do you see how my story is connected to fractions? If you don't clear your fractions, you're going to spread those fractions to more places, and it makes it more complicated. So if we just wash our hands or we just clear that fraction right away, it's not going to be there anymore. In this problem, I need to solve for x, and I want to get rid of this fraction. Notice that there is no plus or minus signs in front. To get rid of this fraction, I can just multiply it by a fraction. Does anyone know what number? Oh, that's right. Negative 4 over 5. And I'm going to multiply this side by negative 4 over 5. Where did we get that negative 4 over 5?
The reciprocal.
We took the reciprocal. I just take this fraction and flip it. Let's see what happens when I multiply across. Class, anything times 0 is 0. Negative times a negative. Positive. We're multiplying fractions. 4 times 5. And 5 times 4. Now I'm left with an x minus 6/5. Class, what's 20 divided by 20?
0.
Remember, it's 1. Because if it's a 0, 0 times anything with 0, and this would just be a 0. But 20 divided by 20 is 1. Now, I don't have to write that 1, and I don't have any other number here, so I can drop the parentheses. Uh-oh, there's a fraction. Talk to your partner. How can we eliminate that fraction? 6 seconds. Partner A whispered to partner B, what number could we multiply to eliminate that fraction? On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. What's the only fraction we see?
Negative.
And the denominator, the bottom of the fraction, is a
5.
5. Do you see how math gives us clues? Let's see what happens. Class, 5 times 0?
0.
Let's multiply now this 5 to each of these terms. 5 times x. This 5 here, is it positive or negative?
Positive.
5 times negative 6/5. Let's simplify. 5 times x.
5x.
How do I make this a fraction?
100.
Now I can multiply the fraction. Positive times a negative. Okay, now some of you are going that way, which is fine. 5 times 6 is
30.
And 30 divided by 5 is 6. Now remember, we're multiplying, so you can cancel factors. You're left with just a 6. So again, there's two ways of doing this part right here. You can just multiply across. And some of you saw 30 over 5. And what is 30 over 5? That's the 6. Some of you can see canceling factors. We're almost done. How do I solve for x?
Add 6.
What's left?
6 equals 5.
And how do I get rid of that 5?
Divide.
There's multiplication. The inverse is division. 5 divided by 5 is 1. X is equal to 6 over 5.